evening and welcome to Nation Newsroom with me, Nina Melisak-Lamia.
And I'm Audawitang Misang. Today's highlights.
Egyptian president refuses to step down from his position.
The rally situation of both yellow shirts and red shirts.
The crisis in Egypt deepens as President Hosni Mubarak has insisted that he would not resign. On Thursday night, local time in Cairo, Mubarak announced that he would not resign from his position as a president, but would transfer powers to Vice President Omar Suleiman. In the statement, Mubarak did not mention lifting the state of emergency, nor did he specify what powers he was handing over, leaving many in confusion. Anti-government protesters in Cairo who had come to Central Tahrir Square to hear the resignation of the president were disappointed and furious after hearing Mubarak's statement that he would remain in power. Some brandished their shoes, which is considered a serious insult in the Muslim world, while others shouted, "Get out and down, Hosni Mubarak." A few hours after the statement, thousands of protesters gathered outside Mubarak's residence in suburb of the Heliopolis on early Friday morning, which has been under heavy guard since the start of the unrest. Mubarak is under tremendous pressure to step down after a 30-year rule and restore stability to one of the United States' staunchest allies in the Middle East. Meanwhile, UN Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon on Thursday expressed his great concern over the unrest in Egypt. His office said in a statement issued after President Hosni Mubarak disappointed angry crowds in Cairo by clinging to power that the Secretary-General has been closely monitoring developments today in Egypt. Ban has stressed that Egyptians must design their own political future. He also reiterated his call for a peaceful transition to free and fair election that meets the legitimate aspiration of the Egyptian people and to ensure genuine and inclusive dialogue with all stakeholders. In addition, Ban's statement said that the United Nations stood ready to assist in the process and repeated a call on the Egyptian leadership to ensure protesters could voice their grievances without fear of violence. U.S. President Barack Obama also reacted to the statement and said that it was not yet clear that the transition of authority is immediate, meaningful, or sufficient. He added, "We therefore urge the Egyptian government to move swiftly to explain the changes that have been made and to spell out in clear language the step-by-step process that will lead to democracy."
The People's Alliance for Democracy, or PAD, rallied this morning while the red shirts plan to rally again this Sunday. The PAD rally set off for the Royal Plaza on Friday morning with protesters marching from the rally site at Makwan Bridge. PAD leader Jamlong Si-meung led the march to perform the Pledge of Allegiance in front of King Chulalongkorn equestrian statue. Jamlong confirmed he would not rally at Parliament as feared. Members of the PAD from other provinces began traveling last night to join the rally. Before starting the march, the PAD dispatched a convoy of 4 trucks to transport relief supplies for villagers displaced by border clashes in Kantararak district, Sisagate. However, no PAD leader joined the caravan. At 10 a.m., the PAD arrived at the Royal Plaza and vowed to take back the land that is now under Cambodia's control. They later moved peacefully back to Makwan Rangsan Bridge. About 2 companies of police have been deployed to keep peace at Royal Plaza, with 10 companies providing security for Parliament. Deputy Prime Minister Suthep Thaugsuban commented on the negotiations to take the streets around Rashdamnern back from the PAD. He said that he believed police would be able to do so and that part of the street would be cleared so that the traffic could flow. Prime Minister Abhisit Wechashiwa yesterday asked the PAD to choose between keeping Israeli site near government house without disrupting traffic or relocating its protest site to another area which would not cause public inconvenience. Meanwhile, the red shirts will hold their usual rally this Sunday, starting in the afternoon and running until midnight. Their start point will be the Rashada Criminal Court, and they will then move to the Democracy Monument on Rashdamnern Avenue. Ex-Premier Thaksin Shinawatra and his lawyer Robert Amsterdam have scheduled a phone-in to greet with the protesters.
That's all for now. Thank you for watching Nation Newsroom.
And please follow us Monday through Friday at 10 p.m. on Nation Channel. Good night.
สวัสดีค่ะ